Imagine waking up tomorrow covered in thick fur from head to toe. It sounds strange, doesn't it? Yet millions of years ago, that was completely normal for our ancestors. Early humans were much hairier than we are today. But something incredible happened during human evolution. We gradually lost almost all of that body hair. Our arms, legs, chest, and back became mostly smooth. So here's the mystery. If evolution removed most of our fur, why did one patch survive? Why do men still grow thick beards? Is a beard just a useless leftover from the past? Or does it still serve a hidden purpose? Scientists have spent decades studying this question, and the answers reveal an amazing story about survival, attraction, hormones, and human evolution. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your beard, or the beard on someone you know, may be one of the oldest evolutionary clues still visible on the human body. To understand beards, we first need to travel back millions of years. Our earliest ancestors looked very different from modern humans. Like chimpanzees and gorillas, they were covered with thick body hair. This fur wasn't just for appearance. It protected the skin from sunlight, insects, scratches, and cold weather. Hair also helped regulate body temperature. At that time, dense fur was one of nature's best survival tools. So why did humans begin losing it? Scientists believe this change started nearly 2 million years ago. As the climate in Africa became hotter and drier, our ancestors spent more time walking and running across open grasslands. Unlike other animals, humans developed an extraordinary ability. We became endurance runners. Instead of sprinting for a few seconds, humans could chase animals for hours until the animals became exhausted. This hunting strategy worked because of one special feature: sweating. Humans produce far more sweat than most mammals. When sweat evaporates, it cools the body. But thick fur traps heat and makes sweating much less effective. Over thousands of generations, individuals with less body hair stayed cooler during long hunts. They survived more often. They had more children. Slowly, natural selection favored smoother skin. Our ancestors didn't lose their hair overnight. It happened gradually over countless generations. If less body hair was better, shouldn't every type of hair have disappeared? Clearly, that didn't happen. Humans still have hair on their heads. We still have eyebrows. We still have eyelashes. And after puberty, many men develop beards. Each of these types of hair serves a different purpose. Eyebrows help keep sweat out of our eyes. Eyelashes protect the eyes from dust. Head hair shields the scalp from intense sunlight. But facial hair is different, necessary for survival in the same obvious way. So why did evolution keep it? This question puzzled scientists for many years. The answer may have less to do with survival and much more to do with other humans. Many people think evolution only rewards traits that help animals stay alive. That's only part of the story. Evolution also favors traits that improve the chances of finding a mate and having children. This is called sexual selection. A classic example is the peacock. Its enormous, colorful tail actually makes escaping predators harder. Yet females often prefer males with larger, brighter tails. Because of that preference, those impressive tails continued evolving. Scientists believe human beards may have followed a similar path. When boys reach puberty, testosterone levels increase dramatically. This hormone activates facial hair growth. A full beard can signal maturity, health, and adult male development. Throughout history, many cultures have associated beards with strength, wisdom, leadership, or experience. Of course, beauty standards change across cultures and time. Some societies admire clean-shaven faces, while others celebrate full beards. But from an evolutionary perspective, the ability to grow a beard likely remained because it became part of how humans recognized adult males. So far, we've learned that humans lost most of their body hair because smoother skin made sweating more efficient, helping our ancestors survive in hot environments. But beards didn't disappear. Instead, they became one of the most unique features of adult men. The question is, what keeps them around today? To answer that, we need to look inside the human body. Every beard begins with a hormone called testosterone. During puberty, testosterone levels rise dramatically in boys. This hormone triggers many changes. The voice becomes deeper, muscles begin to grow, the shoulders widen, and tiny facial hair follicles suddenly become active. But testosterone isn't working alone. Another hormone called DHT, or dihydrotestosterone, has an even stronger effect on beard growth. It tells facial hair follicles to produce thicker, darker, and longer hairs. That's why a young teenager may only grow a few soft hairs, while an adult man can grow a full beard. Interestingly, having a thick beard doesn't always mean someone has more testosterone. Genetics play an enormous role. Two healthy men with similar hormone levels can grow completely different beards simply because they inherited different genes. Have you ever wondered why some men can grow a thick beard in just a few weeks, while others struggle to grow one at all? The answer is genetics. Your DNA determines how many facial hair follicles you have and how sensitive they are to hormones. That's why beard growth often runs in families. If your father or grandfather had a thick beard, you may have a better chance of growing one too. Ethnicity also plays a role. Different populations around the world have different average beard patterns because of thousands of years of genetic variation. None of these differences make one group better than another. They're simply different outcomes of human evolution. Even age matters. Many men notice their beards continue becoming fuller well into their late 20s or even their 30s. So if someone can't grow a full beard at 18, that doesn't mean they never will. This question has fascinated scientists for years. The answer isn't as simple as yes or no. Research suggests that preferences change depending on culture, personal taste, and even the type of relationship someone is looking for. Some studies found that light stubble is often considered attractive. Others found that full beards can make men appear older, stronger, and more mature. But attraction is incredibly complex. Confidence, kindness, personality, humor, and communication often matter far more than facial hair alone. A beard may influence first impressions, but it doesn't determine someone's character or attractiveness. Even if beards first became important because of evolution and attraction, they may still offer small benefits today. A thick beard can block some ultraviolet rays from reaching the skin underneath. It may reduce direct exposure to sunlight on parts of the face. Beards can also provide a small layer of insulation during cold weather. In dusty environments, facial hair may trap some larger particles before they reach the skin, although it is not a substitute for proper protective equipment. However, beards also require regular cleaning and grooming. Without good hygiene, dirt, food particles, and oils can build up. Like the hair on your head, a beard stays healthiest when it's kept clean. So while a beard isn't essential for survival anymore, it may still provide a few minor advantages. But the biggest reason it remains is far older than modern life. It's a legacy of millions of years of human evolution. We've traveled millions of years through human evolution. We've learned why humans lost most of their body hair, how hormones trigger beard growth, and why beards may have remained through sexual selection. Now it's time to answer the biggest question. Will beards ever disappear? The answer is, no one knows for sure. Evolution never stops. As long as humans continue to reproduce, natural selection and genetic variation continue to shape our species. But today's world is very different from the one our ancestors lived in. Modern medicine, technology, and culture influence survival far more than they once did. That means beards are no longer under the same evolutionary pressures they faced thousands of years ago. Let's clear up a few myths. Myth number 1. Shaving makes your beard grow back thicker. This is false. Shaving cuts the hair at the surface of the skin. It doesn't change the number of hair follicles, the growth rate, or the thickness of new hair. The short, blunt tip of freshly shaved hair can make it feel thicker, but it isn't actually growing faster or denser. Myth number 2. Every man can grow a full beard if he waits long enough. Not true. Genetics play the biggest role. Some men naturally grow full beards, while others grow lighter or patchier facial hair. Both are completely normal. Myth number 3. A bigger beard means higher testosterone. Not necessarily. Hormones matter, but your genes determine how your facial hair responds to those hormones. A man with a shorter beard can have perfectly healthy testosterone levels. Across history, beards have meant different things to different cultures. In some ancient civilizations, they represented wisdom, honor, or leadership. In others, clean-shaven faces became fashionable because of changing social trends. Styles have changed again and again over thousands of years. Sometimes long beards were admired. Sometimes short beards became popular. Sometimes shaving became the norm. These changing fashions remind us that while biology gives us the ability to grow beards, culture influences how people choose to wear them. After everything we've explored, we can finally answer the question. Humans lost most of their body hair because having less fur helped our ancestors stay cool while moving through hot environments. But facial hair followed a different evolutionary path. Instead of disappearing, it remained because of hormones, genetics, and sexual selection. Over countless generations, beards became one of the characteristics that distinguished adult men. Today, a beard isn't necessary for survival. You can live a perfectly healthy life with or without one. But every beard tells a story. It connects modern humans to millions of years of evolution. It's a reminder that our bodies still carry traces of the distant past. The next time you see someone with a beard, remember, you're not just looking at facial hair. You're looking at one of evolution's oldest living signatures, a feature shaped by climate, biology, hormones, genetics, and human history. And perhaps that's what makes something as ordinary as a beard so extraordinary. If you enjoyed this journey into human evolution, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next exploration into the amazing story of humanity. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.